Hello everyone, this is King Vector 11 back with another Modder Monday episode with the purpose to continue to expose Rockstar's continuing support for modding beyond the day in which I have clipped the recording that you will see in this video and beyond, where this video was clipped on September 25, 2021. But before we get into that, let's read the disclaimer at the beginning of the video. The following video you are about to watch may contain personally recorded scenes or potential third-party recorded scenes of modders and modding and hacking in GTA Online. This Modders Caught series is brought to you by me, who gives you evidence of what could happen to and what does happen on a daily or weekly basis in GTA Online. Evidence that Rockstar Games will never care about unless it involves them directly, whether they are hacked or otherwise. This series is created and brought to you at your expense of clicking on and watching this video by a non-modding player of GTA Online with as much experience as I can get and beyond. This series is in no way, shape, or form affiliated with any management directly leading to or from Rockstar Games, nor tries to impersonate or attempt to impersonate as any Rockstar Games employee or position of any Rockstar employee. Any members involved in this series are innocent until proven guilty, in which they are usually guilty, and is used as an example of Rockstar either supports or doesn't, since Rockstar prefers more negative influencing modders, such as modders who use mods to grief other players, cargo, and experience and ruin their gameplay experience, and ends up punishing more positive or neutral influencing modders, such as modders who mod to protect themselves, or modders who mod to protect other players from other negative influencing modders. I chose to create this series, and should I quit or leave GTA Online for pastures new is up to my choice. This series is created solely to expose the dark side of GTA Online, Rockstar's continuing support for modding to this day and beyond, in which the episode you're about to witness, again, was recorded on September 25th, 2021. Comments down below will be shown the following episode. Comments revolved around generally negatively influenced behavior, personal attacks at any member of or the channel itself, negatively influenced discussions which comes to no resolution, or any form of brain-dead behavior and refusal to show any signs of proper social skill. Refusal to show any signs of proper social skill or support of will not only have it be taken down, but you will be permanently denied the permission to cooperate in any comments and other content besides, since I do not have the energy or time to attempt to cooperate by lowering myself down to unspeakable levels of touching grass deficiency. Viewer discretion is extremely strongly advised. Now for this episode, I like to consider it a special episode, let's say, where, contrary to common belief of me continuing to expose Rockstar's continuing support for modding in this game, in which some may suggest to me that Rockstar has tried their best to get rid of it, to try and fix it, even though I already have proven signs that they don't. Regardless though, whatever case may be, this episode may have a little plot twist, considering just during that time, there was a point in time where this modder that you're about to witness, that I may expose, which I was unfortunately friends with at some point in Social Club GTA Online, let's just say I might be going left and right like a roller coaster with my words, and I'm very sorry, I cannot keep track with a script stable in my head. But let's just say this. Moments before, even days before I have even recorded this episode, there was a point in time where I was on a Minecraft server, and don't get me wrong, I play Minecraft. That's my pastor's new game, of course. But there was a server that I played on in which there was a mod who was there who thought I was cheating on the Minecraft server, despite me speaking with the admin and owner prior and after the incident in which I may have been caught cheating, let's say, in which the admin was pretty sure that because of what actions was, let's say, used as an example by the mod himself to try and warn me on this server to potentially get me banned, the admin, the owner, they were both saying, there's nothing wrong, you just didn't know about it, and like about something that happened with one of the items in the game, and so they just basically blocked it and everyone moved on. However, it took a twist in my favor when days later, after that mod tried calling me on cheats, in which he's failed, because I have, of course, sustained my ground to say that I do not cheat in a multiplayer game. Let's just say, plus the owner and admin already knows me for like years in the server, so they know I wouldn't start breaking rules for some godforsaken reason. But days later, in a GTA Online game, I have personally caught them cheating. And I've caught them myself. And you will be surprised how I figured that out. So without further ado, let's just go straight into what I have seen. In which this is it. This is all the proof that I'm willing to show you. Usually I'd show at least 3 things, or 4, maybe 5, maybe at least 8, 10, etc, etc. But it's such a, let's say, a disgrace of being a mod trying to say that someone's cheating when they aren't, and then they have a right to cheat themselves. It feels like a disgrace, honestly, in my personal opinion. So it might seem like, oh hey, you're trying to pick on this person. I'm not picking on them. The show must go on, whether it's personal or not. The show must go on. Weekly videos. And you won't believe how hurt I was to find out that I was warned, potentially near being banned by that mod, because he saw a unique way of how I did something that was like, that looked fishy. That was it. And so the mods, the admin and the owner, they backed me up and they're like, you know what, we're gonna solve this issue on our end. We'll take care of whatever may cause any issues, and that's all they did. Plus there was like some other like godforsaken item, but it was just a plugin, and they think, you know what, because it just drops items, so they're like, some bug was revolved around that, let's just remove it, which didn't even have to deal with my case. So they're like, okay, let's remove it, and that's it. They moved on. But it feels like such a stain, such a disgrace to feel that way, only for days later for me to feel such a huge sigh of relief, as I have caught the guy who called me on cheating cheat himself. You won't be surprised how I caught him. And just look at the screen. Also, I'm very sorry for this activate Windows garbage. It just comes back up like every, whenever it feels like. Either disappears or comes back. Shocking. Anyways, so that's really the proof. And regardless if it's personal, professional, the show must go on. And I do have, let's say, 3 minutes of it recorded of how much I have caught, because that's really all I've caught. I waited a little bit longer, but then this modder left. We haven't really spoken for a while, and we didn't even speak much either. So it's like really nothing like too hurtful, nothing too personal. But regardless though, if they really feel like they are in the right, they can just admit that they're not modding anymore. Which, whatever. Do whatever you want. But I'm just here uploading these videos just because it gives content. Regardless, here is the full footage of how I've caught them. And by the way, at some point you may have heard me say at that time in video where I said that this car that I'm driving, the Coleco GTF, was the fastest car in the game. At that time, that was true. But then, because it's already been almost 2+ years ago, obviously, since I've been working on these videos and making this new format, of course, this is no longer the case, and therefore this car is one of the fastest cars in the game now. Of course, with the low suspension, low grip tire glitch, basically being patched by Rockstar Games by the next DLC, because this was still during the LS Tuners DLC when it released in the summer of 2021. Of course, September 2021. It was released in July, but still, it was in September. This video was recorded. Anyways, here's the footage. Just take a look at this. So this dude tries to get me banned on a Minecraft server because he thinks that I'm cheating, but look at him. What is that speed? I'm driving the fastest car in the game. And now he's here literally driving hundreds more faster than me. With the freaking Dominator GTT. I had a feeling something was up with him. But I didn't think that he's actually a modder. He accuses me of cheating, but he cheats himself. How reliable could he be? Look at my speed. Anything faster, it can't go. It just tops at 263. And then that's it. I can't do anymore. But him, he could go 362. And that, right there, is increased engine speed, which is something only a modder can do to their vehicle. Because there is nothing faster for the tuners than this car could be. Okay, for repair. There's no point. So he's a modder. Look at that. Look. Yeah. What's that? What's that? 540. Who can reach 540 in even IRL? And he dares to mod after my ass on a Minecraft server, being a mod there? Oh, he dares. He dares accuse me of cheating when he cheats him fucking self. Oh, got you in the freaking bag. That's it. That right there. That right there is the epitome. You just, it's amazing. This dude, he's actually a modder. He's actually a modder. This dude actually cheats. I didn't think of it at first. He thought, oh, maybe it's game bugs or something. To have speed ye fast, faster than the new fastest car in the game. Get freaking caught. That's all I'm gonna say. Peace out. Now you may be having questions of how did I catch him speeding? How do I know maybe he did a glitch or something? If it's a glitch that is used and abused to get to #1 spot or to be a winner, it's automatically an exploit and regardless still goes under the modding book of Rockstar, let's say, in their face, because they're still gonna suspend you in anyways. If you're modding or not, if you use exploits, they're still gonna potentially suspend you if they end up catching up to you and realizing that you're kind of doing it like way too much. They're gonna be like, nah, that's it. We have to take care of him. He's abusing the game like beyond being abused can be abused. So regardless. And I did pass him by at some point, and I did see it was a Dominator GTT at that time. Otherwise, I wouldn't have just said it out loud. And I do not think that the car, the way I've seen it, was just legitimately just boosting itself, like, because it felt like it was probably just testing out the engine speed or whatever, just testing out, like, how to, like, improve the vehicle speed, just like, you know, Need for Speed Most Wanted style, however he felt, I don't know. Regardless, though, back then, this was the fastest. Now there's, of course, new faster vehicles like than this, such as, like, the Torero XO, I believe, or the, I think the Ignis is also slightly faster, but I'm not sure. I might have to do my own videos to do, like, vehicle speed tests or something. Anyways, it's unfortunate. It feels like bad blood, but I hold no regrets regardless against anyone. So if they wish to, like, I don't know, speak against it or something, well, Sorry for feeling sorry, but you just got caught. Now, for the comments portion of this video, because that's all I really caught, to be very honest. Yeah, it was pretty short. It's a 3-minute episode of just one thing. That's generally it. Now through the comments, where I have taken snips of comments from the previous video, in which I may very well understand that there may have been some braindeads who are just stuck in trying to process how to shit talk me without trying to shit talk me, and therefore they just couldn't leave a negative influencing comment, so therefore they just tried liking the video and leave, but they honestly don't know how the thumbs up button looks like, so they press the opposite, but I don't judge them. They need to get off the screen soon, that's all I'm gonna say. Anyways, the only comment from a genuine person, thankfully, was this member. Thank you very much for leaving a genuine comment and actually having a discussion from the past. Wow, this is such a breath of relief, and I'm sorry to describe it like this, but man, what a sign of relief, man. Thank you. Thank you, Joe VK, for having a discussion. Thank you. I appreciate it. Anyways, so his comment states, it's only gotten worse since 2021. You can't go a single session without at least one modder. And what makes it worse is all the players following the modders around begging for money drops and free cars. It's definitely, if I get a menu, everyone will think I'm cool mentality. Honestly, I feel that, especially from like my last episode, or episode before rather, when someone tried pulling some Russell Crowe, going like, oh yeah, you want to fight, just because he started arguing with me, and then started saying that I was arguing with him initially, like it was my fault that... What? Okay, I don't know, I don't understand brain dead mentality. And I'm not willing to understand brain dead mentality, otherwise I'm scared I'm gonna become a brain dead myself and become so stupid that I think Georgia's in Florida. In Alaska. Anyways, in the country of Alaska. I'd like to just say that. Anyways, so moving on. So I have responded with honestly, for real. Especially when you try to play and help others legitimately, and some smirk boy shows up and says, I can make you $50 million in 2 seconds, and we try telling the player that it's modded money and you could risk getting suspended or banned, which can happen, not necessarily within a day or a week, but it still could happen, especially within a year, maybe. The modder says, no, it won't happen. I've done that just yesterday and not suspended, so you're just being goofing, making up shit. You're just jealous because you got caught with mods, even though I never modded. Ever. And that's true, I never mod. What would I be jealous of? So what, he has 3 accounts that he can mod $50 million in his own account. Rockstar is not there to, let's say, moderate, spy on you, whatever. They're not reliable for your actions. They're not there to check up on you like a babysitter 24/7. If you start cheating, that's on your cause. But if you start really cheating to the point that everyone starts getting triggered and everyone starts reporting you and Rockstar has to do something about it, then Rockstar's gonna do something about it. But that's only then. In the meanwhile, especially with money in GTA Online, if you start cheating in millions of dollars within hours, especially after Rockstar has implemented or is starting to implement a new, well actually to this day, they're starting to implement a new, let's say, anti-cheat to ensure that you have exploit levels now for how much money you can make off of selling personal vehicles, for in case you want to make space in your garage, that you will start making less and less money within the same day of selling a certain amount of cars until you wait to the next day where your exploit level could refresh, assuming you do not break this exploit to the point that it gives you one of the highest levels that will take a while before it finally, let's say, just reinstates back to normal exploit levels for your account. So what? Go ahead and cheat. Why would I be jealous? I don't cheat in money. I'm trying to play legitimate. I'm trying to help players legitimately. And then you come in flexing that. You know what? You're right. I give it to you, modders. For those who want to, especially, I'm not talking about the modders who are being genuine and trying to respect players and help them out, you know, just like, here you go, let's have fun. Just, you know, help them out in a fun scenario, not necessarily help them out just to, like, I don't know, help them out giving them cash, because whatever. But then there are some modders who show up and go like, hey, you, I got bigger balls. I got bigger balls because look at me. I got Kidians. I got Kidians. Or whatever the fuck they start saying. I don't know. Whatever. Then I'm like, oh, you know what? You want to go with a modder? Go ahead. Go ahead. That's when I start feeling that little initial sense of jealousy that, dang it, I wish I could mod and get away with it without Rockstar spying on me or whatever BS I'm thinking. Just don't take it literally. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? If you really want to get banned from the game, go right ahead. Be gullible. But I told you the warnings and the fair, you know, I told you in fair warning. But if you decide to play with a modder and get free millions of dollars because it's so much easier that way, fine. Get suspended at some point, but I'm no longer affiliated with you. Goodbye. Anyways, it's too bad. I'm friends with, like, my friends list is almost full, and I'm pretty sure like most of them had started either modding or following up with modders and was like, hey, can you give me money because I want fast money? And the modder's like, sure, here you go, 50 million. Oh, thank you. They can run around 50 million. What are you gonna do with it anyways? Oh yeah, I have 50 million. What now? Anyways, so continuing with my comment that I've read or written, I've written, some modders are just branders who just want to flex and show their better. Mind you, I said some modders, not all. Some modders are just branded who just want to flex and show they're better at the game because they know how to cheat rather than play fair and play legitimately. LMAO. And those are the kinds of modders I've minimum respect for. So let them show off how hard they can cheat, but it also tells me how sensitive their modding ego is. They think they're over the world, and they're not wrong. Rockstar lets them take over their games in sessions, and that comes with a true point. Because there are many times, especially if... How many modders exist out there? How many times would you want to report the same modder because he decided to become a Mr. Steal Your Girl, or decided to just hop into a session and start dropping money briefcases on everyone's heads, forcing them to pick up the money, unfortunately, from beyond instances. What am I even saying now? My brain died for a moment. And is Rockstar doing anything about it? Like, immediately? Not really. So the modders are thinking, you know what, if I can cheat now, that means I can cheat indefinitely. And Rockstar's just sitting back counting how much money they're making off GTA Plus microtransactions. Or how much copies they're selling for the new re-released GTA Online, the expanded and enhanced version, to be precise, in fact. Unfortunate. Rockstar's asking for it, honestly. And that's when they probably just want to, like, scoop them all up in one bundle and say, you're all suspended, you're all banned, buy a new account, so that it makes them more money. I guess that's how they're making money, interestingly enough. Anyways, so the member responded, yep, I've actually seen people say that the game is literally unplayable without a mod menu. Okay. And I'm like, yeah, it's so unplayable, you need to get a mod. No. Hold it right there. Invite only sessions exists, right? And I just laughed like that, and that's all the response that I've got from that. But yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. There are some new players out there who are very gullible to information because they're a first-time player. And when they join the game, there's this modder who just comes up and says, modding is good. You can mod. Rockstar won't ban you. Oh, okay. And then they're gonna mod. And they're gonna mod and continue modding. And it's gonna seem like 1 day passed, 2 days passed, a week passed, a month passed. I haven't got caught modding. I can continue modding. A year passed, I can continue modding. But that's because they didn't trip the weak garbage anti-cheat that wakes Rockstar up and says, hey, this person's doing something illegal. Look at them. For Rockstar to be like, ooh, what happened? Oh, that guy's cheating. Bam. They're still sleeping. They don't have an alarm yet. It's like their alarm was so roasted by how many modders exist in GTA Online that the alarm that they have roasted itself, set itself on fire, blew up, and they forgot to change the battery because they think our system's good with this one AA battery. It should handle the capacity of like hundreds of thousands of players, right? Imagine supplying a Range Rover with a magnet for energy. That's how it felt like. That's how the anti-cheat feels like. Jesus. Anyways, gosh, that's heavyweight. It's like telling a toddler to lift up 50 anvils at once. Holy crap. Good luck. Good luck. No, just don't even think about it. Just don't even imagine anything anymore beyond this instance. Just don't even. Regardless, Rockstar lets these modders get with it, and that's why there's these branded modders who, especially the branded modders who are going like, oh, I started modding yesterday, I wasn't caught. I just injected a menu into my game, I'm not caught. Well, obviously, because you haven't tripped or broken freaking anti-cheat, obviously you're not gonna get caught. But if you continue doing something and you start hurting sessions and making players report you, even if it goes like, oh yeah, it's gonna mask my identity and go and so on and so forth, there's another choice that players have who are smart enough to be able to report you, and it's called going on the online website of Rockstar support and saying, here's the player name, here's the actions that they've done, and if they have video proof especially, they're gonna post it as unlisted with proof that they have recorded through whatever recording source that they have, recording browser, and share the unlisted video with Rockstar Games, and Rockstar Games just gonna take care of it, and that's it. In fact, there was once already where there was already a few times actually where I had to, let's say, message or email that spot to say, hey, there's a player who's literally abusing the game to the point that it's just impossible to report them through the in-game feature. So I'm reporting it here, take care of it ASAP. And within 10 minutes, the modder was permanently banned, was announced on the bottom right. In which now modders are starting to confuse players with, oh yeah, this player has been kicked off the session because they got caught cheating or whatever. Yeah, sometimes it's fake, sometimes it's real. Now you can't tell the difference anymore. But yeah, that rare message is now becoming very common because of modders basically masking themselves to be like, oh, I'm already banned while I'm still playing GTA Online. So Rockstar thinks I'm banned, so they feel like they took action against me. But if it gets reported through their Rockstar support website, where there is a tab that you can go online there, click on GTA 5, online play, report a player, and then you fill up the whole list of shenanigans, whatever you have to do. In fact, there's been a few times some brain deads were beyond brain dead, and I was even messaged by them because they can still access Social Club, I believe, and they messaged me and said, you got me banned, you got me suspended, and then they sent some whole message of, dear player, it seems that you've broken our ULA and TOS and blah blah blah. So yeah, modders, try to figure out a way to prevent getting banned through Rockstar support reports. Not in-game reports, Rockstar support reports. Just think about it. But that's only for those modders that I catch that literally need to be banned. That are so hopeless that they just abuse the game to the point that it's they love beating children. That's how bad that they love abusing their mods in GTA Online. And I hate to say that, but gosh, it just comes to that point. Anyways, I don't want to ramble on, rant too much about this matter, etc, etc. That's what I've caught from this modder. That's what I want to say about this video. If you guys have any questions of what I've said or anything that you want to suggest, go right ahead. But if you start arguing and start to pull a Russell Crowe in chat or something, and I pretty much, I hope that the actual guy that I'm speaking about has sought help and is no longer the way he is now, like he was before, hopefully. Which I think he did suggest, saying that he has seen the way he's acted and wants to change, but that's a long story. That's a story on its own. I hope the guy's doing better now. But he was just always wanting to fight with people, I guess, how it was portrayed in South Park. I guess. Maybe I might be mistaken. I don't know. I just don't look much on the matter, but that's my impression on how I've seen the older side of him. That's why I'm always using that as a reference, for in case I really need to use that as a reference. Yeah. Don't pull a Russell Crowe in my chat. And don't start playing a triple, quadruple personality, whatever, in my chat to make it look like I'm just ignoring my disclaimer that I've literally mentioned at the beginning of the video. Or I am trying to be like, oh yeah, well, I know you said a comment, but I'm going to ruin your reputation or career or something. And then you go like, oh my gosh, he's hurting me. He's hurting me. Okay, cry victim. But I'm going to tell you very simply. I only give the same energy for those who gives their like their energy the way they wish to give it. So if you wish to tell me 2 plus 2 is 4, I will agree with you 2 plus 2 is 4 type of energy. Well, if you start ranting, oh, but 2 plus 2, you're so stupid, you're so garbage, it has to always equal 4, because if you start becoming a stupid dumbass and not realizing that you take 2 apples and 2 apples together, you get 4, you're so stupid, then I'm gonna be like, whoa. Calm the heck down. Of course, I know 2 plus 2 is 4, and then I'm going to respond with whatever energy you've given to me. And if you continue arguing, well, I don't wish to continue on that matter. And that's why I respect those, like this member over here, who has genuinely had a decent suggestion conversation. And I respect that. So thank you. Anyways, I would like to clarify that before the end of this video, and like to say whoever stayed tuned to this point after listening to me rant, because I just love ranting and speaking and blah blah blah, especially if you just want to enjoy my voice, thank you. Thank you for watching to this moment. But anyways, that's all I have for this episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video, whenever and whatever it may be. Thank you for watching. And yeah, good luck out there and be safe.